I'm here this morning with Lachlan Bramschreiber, who is one of the youth who is going to be confirmed here this fall, but he will have finished the confirmation program already. We want to take the time to get to know Lachlan, and I think there's no better way than to have Lachlan, in his own words, introduce himself to the community. So Lachlan, take it away.
I am Lachlan Bramschreiber. I am 14. I went to Discovery Canyon Middle School for the past 3 years, and I'm going to Discovery Canyon High School for high school. And I'm excited.
Well, it's always great to see you. And in confirmation, I got to know you fairly well over the last 3 years. And let me just ask you to think back for a little bit. How different are you now than when you started confirmation in 2017?
I'm definitely a lot stronger and know a lot more, like have a deeper understanding of Christ, because going through and like talking to the pastors, it's a lot more of like smaller groups and everything. So you can ask small, like not necessarily the most not meaningful questions, but most like how would you say it? Like deeper
Yeah,
questioning
yeah, it
questions,
was,
but like it's like you can ask smaller questions that can have a big impact, but like you wouldn't want to do that in the middle of a church service.
it was very comfortable, and I felt the same way. And I also agree that you could talk about things in that smaller private setting and not feel like you're going to be judged. And I could see that. As a matter of fact, I learned so much from the questions that you and the other youth had and the way the pastors would approach them. So it was wonderful for me too. And I've been doing it now for 7 years. And each time we have a class and get together, it's a treat just to see you and learn as well. So what are some of the neat memories you have from confirmation?
I remember most Wednesdays at the very beginning of fall, my parents rushing me there after football practice to try to get me there on time. And I'd end up there on time most times, sometimes a little later, sometimes a little earlier, just the usual. And I remember eating and talking to everybody there with all my friends and everything, and then going into the side room and having deeper, more meaningful conversations with pastors, with Mary, everything like that.
Now, you indicated you went to Rainbow Trails several times, and you also did the youth gatherings in January. What do you remember about that?
Rainbow Trails was a great experience. It's again a lot easier to connect with Christ, I find, there, because you're out in nature, you can hear the sounds of nature, and you can just sit there, have your own thoughts, share your thoughts with God, everything like that. And then with the youth gatherings, those were a lot more fun, a lot colder, that's for sure, but like they were more indoors and everything like that, but still a great experience.
Did they ever put lights on the path so you could find your way to the bathroom at night at Rainbow Trail?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that was always a difficulty for me.
Yeah.
Now, friendships. I'm sure that you developed some pretty close friendships over the 3 years. What would you want to say about that?
I'm very good friends with Austin Coltrane and the whole Coltrane family, and then Brendan Johnson. Me and him and Brendan go, like, I've known them since I can remember from the church and everything. And it's like they're really close to me, that's for sure.
One of the things that I remember you particularly doing well was when we had game nights. You were a competitor and you wanted to win. And it was always fun to see how the dynamics worked and how much fun we had on any number of the games. So that part of it was neat for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any words now that you're moving forward? Like, what are you looking forward to as far as your faith journey now that you're going into high school?
I'm looking forward to bigger retreats, like in 2021, if COVID-19 allows it. I think we're going to Minneapolis for a massive Lutheran gathering and everything. And I'm excited to do that. And I'm excited to grow more with Christ through high school.
And I really appreciate your comments on that. And I could see how your faith has developed and how you've now become such an outstanding young man. So I appreciate that. And also, let me take the opportunity to see, do you have any words for the pastors or Mary or your parents?
I am very grateful that Mary and the pastors can take time to organize all of it, get together with a few other churches around Colorado Springs, and taking the time to meet up and organize all of this. And I'm excited. I'm thankful for my parents to get me there on time, rushing me, giving me the effort of doing all of that for me to get me to confirmation on time.
Now, any words for kids who are starting out in the program, the sixth graders? Any tips for them?
Have fun, enjoy it while it lasts, and like know when to have fun and when to be focused.
That's really perceptive, and I think those are good words. And then the final question is, and I know this is a sad thing, but how does it feel not to have been accepted into Hogwarts for high school?
Kind of sad. Like I'm a bigger Star Wars fan than I am Harry Potter, so not terrible, but it still hurts a little.
All right. Well, perhaps Starfleet Academy after high school.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, Lachlan, thank you so much. It's great to get to see you here and to have known you over the last 3 years. And God bless you.
You too.